Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Welcome to our channel today. My name is Gerald Kiambi. We are speaking about birthdays, the origins, the significance of today, and where they are good. Our channel is inhale confidence, exhale doubt. So, where did birthdays come from? In our modern society, we are talking more about birthday, where our children, our adults, our geriatrics, all of them, everyone wants to celebrate a birthday. History dictates that the Egyptians were the origins, or the first people recorded in history as people who celebrated the birth date of a crowned prince or king. This bore more significance in the fact that they considered a prince or a king a god. So they made sure that every crowned prince or pharaoh, in that matter, their date when they were crowned as gods was recorded, and a celebration, a banquet, was put forth. Then the Greeks, in the modern technology development, they took over during the Renaissance period, and they put more emphasis on their goddess, ARTEMIS, who was a lunar goddess. So there are celebrations of birthdays when the crowned princes now continued being crowned and considered as gods. So in honor of ARTEMIS, there were cakes that were moon-shaped, and the dates were inscribed, and a candle lit were put there as a sign of prayers to the goddess. Then the Romans came, they took over the world, they conquered, as you know, the ancient history before Christ. And when they took over, the Romans made this celebration more lavish. There were drinks, there was celebration for days. And at this time, the emphasis is put on the noble and the rich only. Then as we continued, the Germans in the 18th century took over the celebration, and they called it Kinderfest, which is the birthdays of the noble and the rich kids. There, they made the cake, these moon-shaped cakes were made to have ice toppings. So they modified the cakes. And then instead of many candle lit on the cake, placed on the cake, they emphasized on each candle 1 ear of the child. So if the child is 13 years, there are 13 candles. And then they put on top 1 more candle for hope. So while you're wishing them a birthday, you're also hoping they will continue to enjoy more and more celebrations. Then from there, the Americans took over. The Americans made sure their wrappings of giftings. So this was emphasized by the American civilization in terms of consumerization, consumer mannerism, where the gifts was also a bigger portion of it. This was for the noble and the rich. But as 20th century came in, there was emphasis on the schools and the health institutions knowing the birth dates of every child so that they can take care of their school in terms of grading them. And for the health and development, they wanted to know the age so that they can know the development in terms of age structures. So that's where, for example, origins of the age structures came from. Then as we continued during the world wars and all these other, both children from the rich family and the noble and the poor, they started embracing the celebration for the birthdays. So that's how the birthdays came in. And in our modern society, everyone is celebrating a birthday, the date when they were born. In a Christian perspective, we wanted to show more emphasis on this because as civilization went further, in terms of number of children every parent had reduced. So the cost of making celebrations became bearable, and each family could have 2 to 3 children, so it was easy for them to have celebrations in terms of recognizing the birthday. But with the Christian perspective, the father, the mother, and the child became a complete family perspective. So this celebration was a time of where a father and a mother could come together away from their work. They create time for the baby, and they were able to celebrate with their friends and even enemies at that point. So both the extended family, the friends, and the parents, they came together to honor that day. And from a Christian perspective, more emphasis is put on both parents and the child. The child is considered a gift, just like we would consider the Artemisin goddess era. Even today, want to adore our children as a gift from God. We want to give God more emphasis as the giver of life, and every child is to be considered as a gift. So while you're celebrating your birthday, I'm celebrating my birthday, she is celebrating her birthday, we are celebrating the continuity of our legacy today. So every parent needs their children to continue with the legacy they have started for them. So you have known this. Put more emphasis on celebrations such as birthday, the family coming together, embracing the Christianity perspective. You need to consider God in it. So while you are considering the gifts from the American civilization and the birthday from the ancient Egyptian perspective, God needs to be the center of this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So, you have inhaled confidence. Now exhale the doubt and continue celebrating. Thank you. Like, subscribe, share, and comment as below. Thank you so much.